Every morning, the sun rises once, one arc across the sky, one sunset. That's all we've ever known. But what if there were two? Not a sci-fi fantasy, a genuine scientific question. Because binary star systems aren't rare. In fact, more than half of all stars in our galaxy have a companion. Earth, statistically speaking, is the odd one out. So what would actually happen if our sun had a twin? The answer depends entirely on one thing: where that second sun sits. And the difference between the two options is the difference between paradise and extinction. Let's start with the dangerous one. Scenario A. The second sun orbits close, within our inner solar system, somewhere between Earth and Mars. Two suns pulling on Earth simultaneously from different angles. Earth's orbit would become chaotic. Gravitational perturbations from the second sun would stretch and warp our orbital path unpredictably. Some models show Earth getting flung outward into a Mars-like orbit, cold, distant, barely habitable. Others show it getting pulled inward, scorched, Venus-like. Either way, the stable, circular orbit that makes life possible disappears within millions of years. And tides. Right now, the moon drives our tides. Add a second massive gravitational source, a whole second sun, and tidal forces multiply catastrophically. Coastal flooding becomes a permanent condition, not a seasonal one. Every shoreline on Earth recalibrates permanently. Now, scenario B. The second sun orbits far out, beyond Neptune, in a wide loop around both Earth and our sun together. This is actually the most common configuration for binary stars. And here's where it gets interesting. This scenario might not destroy us at all. From Earth's surface, the second sun would look like an extremely bright star, maybe 10 to 20 times brighter than Venus at its peak. You'd be able to read by its light at night. It would never fully rise and set with our sun. It would trace its own slow path across the sky over years, not hours. Seasons would change, not dramatically, but measurably. When the second sun's orbit brings it closer to Earth, roughly every few hundred years, average global temperatures would rise by 1 to 3 degrees Celsius. When it swings far away, temperatures dip. Humanity would have experienced these long, slow climate cycles throughout all of recorded history, and might have blamed the gods for them. But there's a darker consequence, even in the safe scenario. The second sun's gravity would slowly destabilize the outer solar system, the Oort cloud, where long-period comets live. Over millions of years, gravitational nudges from the distant companion would shake comets loose from their stable orbits and send them falling toward the inner solar system. More comets means more impacts. More impacts means more extinction-level events. The Chicxulub impactor that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago may itself have been nudged loose by a distant stellar companion. Some astronomers have proposed our sun actually has a companion, nicknamed Nemesis, that periodically sends comet showers toward Earth. We haven't found it, but we haven't ruled it out. So here's the answer. If the second sun is close, Earth's orbit destabilizes. Life as we know it probably never develops. If it's far, we get dramatic night skies, slow climate swings across centuries, and a long-term comet risk that makes mass extinction events more frequent. Neither is the paradise you might imagine. But the far scenario? Civilization probably still happens, just with a very different relationship with the sky. And that brings up the real question. If half of all stars have companions, how many Earth-like planets and binary systems are out there right now, looking up at two suns, wondering if they're alone? Probably not zero. If this broke your brain a little, good. New video every Saturday. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.